I'm going to give you a low-risk way. It sounds crazy, but a very low-risk way to make $10,000 of profit traveling around the United States. That is more than enough money to pay for gas, any flights you have, your hotel, your airfare, and you're going to have enough money for some wine along the way. So I know this sounds like BS. It sounds too good to be true, but bear with me. I've done it myself. I was skeptical at first. You should be skeptical, right? You should do your own research. You can verify every single thing that I say in this video. You can verify online. It's all true. It's all a fact. And I'm going to break down a blueprint of how you can make this $10,000 traveling around the United States exactly how I did it. So without further ado, let's kind of get into it. If you're new to this YouTube channel, nice to meet you. My name is Alex Monahan. I graduated from Stanford in math and computer science, and all I like to do is beat the sports books and make money. So right here, you can see my profit and loss statement from DraftKings Sportsbook. I've been using DraftKings for about 5 years now. I've taken them for over $200,000. And I've made tons of tutorial videos breaking down how to make money sports betting. But in this video, again, we're going to be talking about how to make a very, very low risk $10,000 traveling across the United States. Should be a fun trip. Bring your wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, dog, whatever. And I'm really excited about this video. So if you like this type of content, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. I'm always happy to answer any questions. I'll leave my email in the description as well. So if you have any questions along the way, don't hesitate to reach out, and let's start getting into specifics about how you're going to make this $10,000 traveling. So I know this sounds crazy, but the way you're going to make this $10,000 is by sports betting. You are going to take advantage of what is called a sportsbook sign-up bonus. So essentially, sports betting legalized in the United States, I believe in 2016, it may have been 2017, and the way that sports betting works in the United States is very similar to marijuana legalization, right? Certain states are allowed to legalize sports betting, and every state has different sports books, right? So if you go to California, there are different sports books than in New York. And you may be like, okay, how does this relate to me making $10,000? Well, essentially, every sportsbook has a different sign-up bonus, right? So all these sportsbooks, they offer what are called sign-up bonuses, registration bonuses, which is just an incentive for you to sign up, right? So you'll see some of them floating around the screen here. Some sportsbooks give you a $100 deposit match. You deposit $100, they give you $100 for free. Right? So that's worth $100 to you. And all of these sports books offer slightly different bonuses. Some books have more lucrative bonuses than others, right? But essentially, all of these books, they're competing for new customers. FanDuel is a big sports book in the United States. They're competing against DraftKings and Prize Picks for new customers. So all of these bookmakers, they offer these lucrative bonuses to lure in new customers. It's just like a restaurant giving away a free appetizer to try to get new people to come in the door, right? New clients. And you may be like, okay, but why would a sportsbook give out a $250 deposit bonus? And the answer is pretty simple. Sportsbooks make an average of $1,500 off a typical customer per year, right? So FanDuel makes $1,500 per customer per year. So for them, giving away, a couple $100 for a new customer is a no-brainer, right? Because they know they're going to get a lot of degenerates who are going to lose a lot of money if they get the customer as opposed to DraftKings. But essentially what we're going to do as sophisticated bettors is we're going to take advantage of these bonuses, make money, leave the state where that sportsbook was, and go on to the next state, right? So it's a little bit of a scheme, but it's totally legal. This is 100% legal. You can go to Pennsylvania. You don't need to be a Pennsylvania resident to sign up for Pennsylvania sportsbooks, right? You could be from Florida, go to Pennsylvania, take advantage of the Pennsylvania sign-up bonuses, and then move on to another state. You just have to be physically present, physically located in a state at the time you sign up to the sportsbook to take advantage of the bonus. So essentially what I did when I started out sports betting, I was located in Pennsylvania, is I traveled to New Jersey, New York, and all the close by states, took advantage of the sign-up bonuses, made some really good money, saw, wow, I can make some good money doing this, and then I ultimately booked a flight out to Colorado, which has the best sports betting, the most sports books in the United States. Colorado is a super lucrative state. So what we're going to do for the rest of this video is I'm going to lay out a blueprint for you of which states you should go to. You can travel to all of them to make this $10,000 of low risk profit. And again, I want to be a resource for you. I know this sounds absolutely crazy, but it's hard work, right? You got to travel, you got to get wine in all these different states and take advantage of the bonuses. So it's not like you can just do this from home. You got to travel, but some people like myself, we love traveling, right? So this is, an easy way to make big profits. So I traveled around the US, took advantage of all these bonuses, made over $10,000 in a very low risk way, and I highly recommend you do. So I'm going to give you the blueprint that I recommend for all people who want to make 10 grand in a low risk way. So let's kind of get into it. So when I'm giving you this blueprint, we're going to start in Pennsylvania, the great state of Pennsylvania. And of course you can tailor, the way which state you start out in however you want. I'm just saying Pennsylvania because that's where I started sports betting. So the first sports book I'd recommend taking advantage of, it's super easy, get your feet wet, make an easy $150, is DraftKings Sportsbook. So you take a look right here, you only need $5. The way this promo works is you bet $5 and they give you $150 instantly, right? You bet $5, they give you an $150, in bonus bets. So that's a free $150 to start out. Easiest book out there to make some money off of. I'd recommend starting with DraftKings, and on our way to 10,000, take a few minutes to sign up for DraftKings, you're $150 richer. What's better than that? So again, these books have slightly different bonuses. I said this is a low risk way to make $10,000, and DraftKings is pretty simple. You bet $5, doesn't matter if you win or lose. They give you $150 for free, so that's a no-brainer. So next, we're gonna look at Bet Rivers. So the way that Bet Rivers works is you deposit $250 and they give you $250 for free. So now you're at $400 in this trip across the US, $400 out of 10K. We already got 400 down. And then you can see there's a few other sports books in Pennsylvania, 4 others that have $100 deposit matches. And again, signing up for a sports book takes like 1 or 2 minutes. I've used over, 100 sports books since I started gambling. So the more books you have, the merrier, the more promos, the more bonuses you can take advantage of. So you can see No House Advantage, Underdog Fantasy, Fliff, and Jock Market are 4 sports books in Pennsylvania. You can see right here all their bonuses. They all have $100 deposit matches. So you deposit $100, you get $100 for free, right? So that brings us to $800. We're still in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's got a lot of books, a lot of money to make, and we're already $800 on our way to $10,000 of profit. I mean, again, guys, it doesn't get easier than this. If you're looking for a side hustle, taking a couple minutes to sign up for a sports book, deposit 100, get 100 for free. What's easier than that, right? And if you want to get into specifics about like how each of these promos works and all the details, again, it's super low risk. This is the easiest money you're going to make. But if you want to learn more, you can just search like Odds Jam, sign up bonuses on YouTube. We have a ton of great content about this type of stuff. So there are some sports books that you can get in numerous states. They're legal in numerous states, such as FanDuel Sportsbook. So this is a book you can get in a lot of states. So I'm going to hold off for now. In Pennsylvania, we're going to leave Pennsylvania with $800 in our pocket, really low risk, deposit bonuses, easy money, and move on to New Jersey. So New Jersey was the first state in the United States to legalize sports betting, and they have tons of sports books. So both of these sports books have really attractive offers. So Tipico is an $100 deposit match, right? So you deposit $100, you get $100 for free. What we discussed for some of the other sports books in Pennsylvania, super easy $100, and Bet365 is a really easy promo similar to the DraftKings promo. So if you remember the DraftKings promo, it was bet 5, get $150 for free. What the promo is on Bet365 is you bet $1 and you get $200 for free. So both of these sports books, they're not legal in Pennsylvania. So you can't get this promo money in Pennsylvania. You gotta be physically located in the state of New Jersey. So that brings our total now to $1,100. So next we have Unibet Sportsbook. They have another promo. It's kind of like DraftKings and Bet365. You bet $25, they give you $100 for free. I mean, it doesn't get much easier than that. That brings your total profit to $1,200, super low risk, super easy money. Bet 25, get 100 for free. So take a sec, celebrate, grab some wine. You're up $1,200, and then we'll get on to some more sports books in New Jersey. So now it gets a little more complicated because the next three sports books we're going to talk about, FanDuel, BetMGM, and Caesars Sportsbook, three of the biggest sports books in the United States, they have really, really lucrative, juicy sign-up bonuses, but it's a little more complicated. So if you look at BetMGM right here, it says if you lose your first bet, you get back $1,000. We've already banked $1,200 in profit so far from these really easy, low-risk promos, deposit matches mainly, bet $1, get $200. But the way that BetMGM works is if you bet $1,000 on your first bet and you lose, you get your money back. And you're going to see FanDuel has the exact same thing. Bet $100 or $1,000. If you lose, you get the money back. So I have videos that break down these bonuses, right? And essentially, you can hedge them against each other, right? So both BetMGM and FanDuel have this bonus. You bet $1,000. If you lose, they give you your money back. So this is called a risk-free bet, a no-sweat bet. However you want to think about it, you lose your first bet, you get your money back. I have tons of videos about this on YouTube, but essentially you can hedge them against each other. So what you can do is bet on equal and opposite outcomes, two teams playing against each other, right? Then you're always going to win one bet, and on the other sportsbook, you get back your money. So I know that may sound a little complicated, but I have videos online about these sign-up bonuses, which are called risk-free bets. So basically the way a risk-free bet works is if you lose your first bet, you get your money back. And risk-free bets are worth approximately 50 cents on the dollar, as I've explained in other videos. So BetMGM and FanDuel, they both have $1,000 risk-free bets. You lose your first bet, you get your money back. So both sportsbooks, right, combined, $2,000, $1,000 on MGM, $1,000 on FanDuel. You can hedge them against each other. That's worth roughly $1,000 in profit to you if you hedge them against each other, right? So we're going from $1,200 to $2,200 by hedging the BetMGM and FanDuel risk-free bets against each other. So next we'll do Barstool and Caesars Sportsbook. Both of these sportsbooks offer risk-free bets, same thing as FanDuel and MGM. Again, you can hedge them against each other. The Caesars bonus is a little higher. It's actually a $1,250 risk-free bet, $1,250, whereas Barstool's only $1,000, but you can still hedge them against each other. That's another $1,000. That's another $1,000 of profit. So we're going from $2,200 to $3,200 by signing up for Caesars and Barstool. So the next really low risk promo is WynnBET, right? Wynn Casino, super beautiful hotel in Las Vegas. They got an online sports book and it's legal in New Jersey. And the way their sign up bonus works is you bet $100 and they give you $100. That brings our total to $3,300. There's two more promos in New Jersey, definitely worth taking advantage of. Superbook and Betway, you can see screenshots right here. $250 bonus bets, really easy, $250 on each sportsbook. That brings our total to $3,800. And then we're going to head on to the beautiful, beautiful state of Tennessee. So now we're in Tennessee, we're up $3,800, and guess what? We get to do Superbook again. In every state you go to, Superbook lets you register right, and do the sign-up bonus again. So you can do the $250 for free once again, right? That brings your total now to $4,050. So certain sportsbooks, this isn't true for every sportsbook. It's not true for FanDuel, DraftKings, or Barstool, but for certain books, including Superbook, any state where Superbook is legal, you get access to the bonus. And then guess what else you can do again? BetMGM. BetMGM, they're a $1,000 risk-free bet. You can hedge that bet with a different sportsbook. It's worth $500, so that brings us to $4,550 just going to Tennessee because we can do Superbook and BetMGM promos once again. BetMGM is an amazing sportsbook, and the reason is you get that $1,000 risk-free bet, which you can hedge with another sportsbook, lock in a risk-free $500. You can do that in every state where BetMGM is legal. So BetMGM is also legal in Virginia and West Virginia. So go to both of those states, the beautiful state of West Virginia, look at the mountains, whatever. I'm initially from Virginia. There's not much to do in Virginia, but you get $1,000 for free once again from MGM, and that will bring you up $1,000, assuming each risk-free bet is worth $500. I have videos breaking down the math. That brings you to $5,550. So far in our little tracker. So we're moving on to Ohio, and we got two new sportsbooks here. The first is Fanatics. Bet 5, get 150. Literally the easiest $150 you're ever going to make. That brings us to $5,700. And then we'll do BetMGM. Again, you can do it in any state. Go to every state where BetMGM is legal. Take their $1,000 risk-free bet. Hedge it with another sportsbook. You can lock in $500 of risk-free profit by hedging the BetMGM $1,000 risk-free bet. So that brings us what? To $6,200? So we're at $6,200. Then you can see there's some new sports books. Thrive Fantasy. You can see right here they have a $100 deposit match. Deposit $100, you get $100 for free. That brings us to $6,300, right? And then we got Betfred Sportsbook. As you can see right here, they have a 111, so $1,111 sign-up bonus. I'll just round it to $1,100. So that brings us to $7.4K. Right? Pretty juicy. All these sports books taking advantage of their offers. We're already at 7.4K. So we'll go through some other states here in a second and maybe head over to Michigan. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So let's head over to Michigan next. Michigan also has BetMGM. So once again, do the $1,000 risk-free bet, hedge it with another sports book, $500 of profit. That brings us to $7,900. And then in Michigan, they have a sports book, Sports Illustrated. So Sports Illustrated, the magazine, they have a sports book now, and they have a $200 deposit bonus. Bet 20, get $200 for free. That brings us to $8,100 in Michigan, and we still got a lot of states to go. So we're at $8,100. We're in Indiana. So first and foremost, do BetMGM again. Again, $1,000 risk-free bet. Turn that into $500 profit by hedging on another sports book. That brings us to $8,600. Indiana also has SBK Sportsbook. They have a promo, bet 25, you get $100 for free. So that brings us to $8,700, and we're heading over to Iowa. So get ready to have some corn. So we're at $8,700. We're in Iowa. Guess what's legal in Iowa? Yes, BetMGM. Another $500. $1,000 risk-free bet. Hedge it, turn it into $500 of profit. That brings us to $9,200. And then a really, really juicy bonus is on DRF. So DRF is a sports book. It's only in Iowa. They offer an $1,000 deposit match. You might as well go to Iowa alone for this. So that brings us to $10.2K, $10,200, and we're only in Iowa. We haven't even discussed Kansas, Colorado, some of the states that have the best sports betting in the United States. We didn't even need to go to rack up $10.2K. We didn't even need to go to the West Coast. Hopefully this video was helpful. Any questions you have, email me. If this content you like, please like, subscribe, share with a friend, comment. Let me know what types of content you want to see. Always happy to do it. And let's make some money off these greedy sportsbooks.